Hello everybody, my name is the John Crow, and in this short video I wanted to show you a little workaround for implementing a simple driving mechanic if you wanted to do this in the game maker as it currently stands. At the moment there is no drivable option, but you can kind of cheat it with a pickable and a little bit of VoxEdit manipulation of the animations, and it's passable. So in this case here, I have a bunch of dogs. I created these little Jamaican dogs, and I'm not going to kill them. They will kill me if I'm not careful, but what I'm going to run over are these hideous walkers here, which are already kind of chasing me. So if I jump into the vehicle from the back, I get the animation on here, and you can see I'm just driving that vehicle around. It actually looks pretty decent. You know, if I was to jump with the vehicle, it kind of works. You can actually see that his hands come off the wheel as well. No, we won't run down these dogs here, but let's take out one of these walkers. And just take out the walkers there, which is kind of cool. Oh, whoa, these guys got away there. Come back. This kind of works well. This one's not. There we go. So it's a pretty simple mechanic to work with. If we get out of the car now, I'll just jump back into edit mode and just show you a little bit about how that's set up. So it's really just a pickable. If I go back into VoxEdit first, you can see that for certain actions I've gone into the template. I've brought in a template and I've just overridden the controller on the hips, belly, chest, head, and the arms, so that when the character runs, there's no displacement up and down, left, right, and there's no twisting in the upper torso and the head. That just looks terrible when the character's in the car. The character also has a fairly long run cycle, and if you actually looked at the video or the example I was showing you earlier, you will get a hint that the legs are just colliding or crashing through the body a little bit, and I could bring that back a bit. So the walk cycle and the run cycle have been tamped down. Actually, not the walk cycle, just the run. The sprint cycle as well. I just took any displacement out of the upper body, reduced the intensity of the legs, and then the other one that you need to work with is the combat run, because if you swing your sword and then you jump into the vehicle, you're going to be in a running pose with the character, the NPC or the avatar sword back in kind of the anticipation position. It's a little bit stiff here, but anyways, I took that character and exported that to the marketplace, and that's what I'm using here in my global parameters as a custom avatar. I'm using the final Jamaican driver here. I made a couple different variations on them because I was running into some errors on my part. The trick with the pickable is to make sure that the character gets embedded deep into the vehicle when the character picks it with the E interact button. So if you look at the pickable component that I've gone on it, I kind of played around a little bit, and I found kind of the sweet spot where the character looks like it's sitting in the chair, and the volume of the area underneath the seat in the car and the floorboards kind of cover up the legs. I've also got a little hover effect that plays, so when the character jumps into the car with the interact button, the E button, the hover WAV file plays in the background. I do have a stop and a pause, but I haven't really implemented those yet. That's kind of not really where I wanted to go with this. In any event, the walkers in this case are pretty straightforward. Each one of them just has a melee. They're detecting an entity called wheels. The wheels are the vehicles, and if we explore them a little bit further, they have specific kill messages: kill walker 1, 2, 3, and 4. And when the entity is detected, this is in the speaker component, so when we detect the entity, we're going to send a message: hit by car 1 for the first walker, hit by car 2, hit by car 3, and 4. And also to play a popping sound when the kill walker command is sent after it receives the hit by car. So on each one of these there's also a shell, a little Nautilus shell parented to each walker that's just using a message broadcaster to relay the fact that the wheels tag has been detected, which triggers the message hit by car 1. That gets picked up by the message broadcaster, and it sends out kill walker 1, which kills this and triggers the sound effect. So yeah, it actually works out pretty well. Again, let's just test that now that we see how it all works. So the car, you can hear the sound doesn't turn on. You do have to enter from the back. You'll find if you enter from any other angle, your direction kind of pushes the car around and it just doesn't work. However, if you get in from the back, you're in the car, you can kind of see you're sort of sitting there, kind of works. And when a character sits, he leans forward. You can see the legs moving a little bit. I could probably move the character down a little bit more. If you look under the car, you can see the effect kind of revealed. I suppose you could hide the feet if you wanted to, or maybe even lower the car so it's a bit of a low rider. That might be a way to do it. But if I speed up, again, if I use the sprint, you can see that it's still kind of similar, right? So from the sprint perspective here, whoa, we just get a slight different change on the steering column. So let's just go and finish off those walkers. Hey, dogs. Let's get this one. Oop. Wow, okay. Oh, I'm not hitting him directly. Let's get right on top of him. There we go. I like that pop. It kind of just pleasing, just squishing of these little guys. And, oh, come on, buddy. There we go. That one to finish it off. So it's a fun little mechanic. Could be useful. I think some other people might have used something similar in other game jams. I've seen, a couple of cars. I believe it was in the Sandplay game jam. And there's a lot you can do with avatars when it comes to replacing them and augmenting them with pickables. In any event, my name is the John Crow. I hope you've enjoyed this short video. None of these cute little Royal Jamaican dogs were harmed at all. We saved all of the squishing for the walkers. Hopefully you learned something from this, and I will talk to you later. Take care.